We're getting ready. It's the Chevrolet Detroit Grand Prix. Do we see green? We sure do. And it's a kind of jumbled up field as Joseph Newgarden takes the green. But look at the rest of the pack.
Hi IndyCar fans. Welcome to Formula Pun Racer. Today, I give you my review on the latest IndyCar round, which was held back on the 5th of June at Belle Park in Detroit, Michigan, which might be the last time the IndyCars might be racing there for a long, long time, because next year, the IndyCars are racing in downtown Detroit. But before I get on to my review of that race, I like to say that in shocking Formula E news, the winner of the latest round in Jakarta, Indonesia, which took place the same day as the IndyCar round at Belle, happened to be won by Mitch Evans of Jaguar. How sweet it is that the British cat is once again victorious in Formula E. I'm sure all of you racing fans who own cats and love them to death, I'm sure this is how excited they are to see their British cousin on top once again. As a result of Mitch Evans' latest victory, he's now 4th in drivers' points, and Jaguar is in 4th in constructors. They may not have the last laugh yet, but they had the last meow in Jakarta. When the green flag flew, Joseph Newgarden of Team Penske and Takuma Sato of Dale Coyne, who start on the front row, zoomed away to complete the first lap. Unfortunately, by lap 2, it would be game over for Graham Rahal already. Going over a bump, his car snapped like a pendulum and his right rear suspension hit the wall, so it was game over for the poor Ohioan.
Heavily damaged. What happened to Graham?
Turn 2.
Ow!
Oh. You can see the car heaved up in the air, then squatted down the rear tire.
After leading the first 12 laps of the race, Newgarden's teammate, Will Power, who started outside the top 10, managed to worm his way all the way up to take the lead over from Joseph Newgarden. Unfortunately, all was not plain sailing for Team Penske, though, as a few laps later, their Kiwi teammate, Scott McLaughlin, had a little scare when his brakes failed at the end of the backstretch. He couldn't control the car, and to try to turn around was no good. Any chance of a good result was over. Will Power from that point on was practically untouchable and would dominate the race, with Alexander Rossi of Andretti Autosport following right behind in second place. Kyle Kirkwood of AJ Foyt Racing seemed to be on a good run too, almost as high as second place at one point before he had to pit. Unfortunately, with 20 laps to go, in a battle between himself and Simon Pagenaud of Meyershank Racing, in the same way that Graham Rahal ended his race, the same thing would happen with Kyle Kirkwood shown here.
Kirkwood was on the radio in the brakes, said I got into the fence with the left rear. Big correction, and a tank slapper.
As the race was heading towards the checkered flag, Scott Dixon of Chip Ganassi Racing was 3rd, Alexander Rossi of Andretti Autosport was 2nd, and he was getting closer and closer to catching the leader Will Power. Unfortunately, he ran out of laps, and Will Power of Team Penske took the victory for the first time this year, and probably the last time at Belle Park. So once again, it just goes to show that while Will Power also has the Drivers' Championship at this point, the Penske is mightier than the sword, and we anti-Penske fans got creamed once again.
Where's Marcus?
Marcus Ericsson finished 7th. And I gotta say, the last incident of the race occurred on the last lap when Renus VK's Bitcoin card, owned by Ed Carpenter, hit the tire barrier. Makes me glad I didn't invest in that sponsor, alright?
Burn!
For the Belle Isle race, Santino Ferrucci replaced Callum in the Juncos Hollinger racing car because Illot crashed at the Indianapolis 500 and broke his hand, so he was not cleared to drive. But he will be cleared to drive in the next round at Road America at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, which is this weekend. And as for Ferrucci, he brought the car home in 21st spot. And as for Alexander Rossi finishing 1 second behind Will Power in the race, I will say one thing. At the end of the year, his days with Andretti Autosport are over, and he is moving to Arrow McLaren Schmidt Peterson. So, who knows where that leaves Felix Rosenquist with? Will it be a 3-car effort with him and Patricio Ward? Or will it just be O'Ward and Rossi? Who knows? And who's replacing Rossi at Andretti Autosport? It will be AJ Foyt driver Kyle Kirkwood, which makes sense because Kyle Kirkwood won last year's Indy Lights Championship under the Andretti Autosport banner, so it makes sense for him to come back. There was just no position for him at Andretti Autosport available this year. That's why he's with AJ Foyt Racing. which in turn means who's going to replace Kyle Kirkwood in the number 14 car at AJ Foyt Racing.
I don't know that.
Once again, Will Power, congratulations on your latest win at Belle Isle Park. Who knows if this might be the last IndyCar race there ever. As I said before, next year they are racing for the first time in a long while in downtown Detroit. For you F1 fans, the next round is right here in Baku, Azerbaijan on June 12th. That same day, things are getting a little cheesier for the Indy cars as they race here at Road America at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. So I'm just going to get a cheesy meal here and say, thanks for watching my video, everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more content on racing and humor. And I'll see you in the next video. And who will win in Elkhart Lake and Baku? Tune in to find out. Once again, as I said, thanks for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. And I'll see you all, as I said, in the next video. I'm Aaron Cylinder, firing on all cylinders.